Hey, what is going on, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG for another NBA player props video for today, Wednesday, December the 7th. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you guys to smash that like button. We're looking for upwards of 50 likes on today's video. Let's make it happen. If you have not yet got subbed to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button so you're getting the most up-to-date information on player injuries, player line movement, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Last but not least, you're going to find 3 important links in the description section below. The first is to the free Discord. The free Discord is the heart and soul of the Real PG community. It's about 700 people deep, constantly talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Prizepicks, Thrive, you name it. Tons of value to be had in here, guys, and it is free. Second link is to the paid Patreon. There is 2 tiers. We have a base tier and a VIP all access tier. If you want to find out how we are doing in Patreon, you can come over to the free Discord, click testimonials, and this is solely in regards to the Patreon. You can check out what people have to say. You can check out our records. I leave everything up here. Everything is totally, available for everyone to see. There's nothing being hidden from anyone. What you see is what you get. If you're unsure that you want to pay for the Patreon or unsure about the value it may bring, even after taking a look at this stuff, well, right now, the third link in the description section is for you. Right now, if you head over to Thrive and you sign up as a new user using promo code, capital letters, PG, deposit a minimum of $10. You can deposit as much as you would like, and they will match 100% up to $100. Last but not least, you just need to play in one contest after you have deposited. Once you have done those 3 things, head over to the free Discord and message me that you have taken care of the Thrive requirements. I will verify it and get you moved into the Patreon that same day. So again, guys, there's tons of value here. You can come over. If nothing else, you're getting a second book to bet at with different props and different lines. You're getting your money matched 100%, and you're getting a $40 top tier Patreon for free till the end of 2022. Again, this offer only lasts for about 10 more days, guys, so make sure to get in on it. With that being said, let's hop into today's picks. It is still very early. The slates have not populated fully on Thrive or on Prizepicks yet, so the plays are going to be a bit limited still at this point. What I do have for you on Thrive right now, we're going to be looking at Trae Young and his points plus rebounds in this match. Traditionally, Trae has absolutely stomped the Knicks. If we take a look at his matchup today, the point guard points versus the Knicks is the top 5 matchup, averaging 26.32 points per game. So that paired with Trae's Vegas line, which is already bumped to 27.5 and is still juiced minus 132 to the over. So there is some insane value on the line. There's insane value in the matchup. There is insane value on the history he has had with the Knicks. So go ahead and lock that one in with some confidence. Next, let's head on over to Prizepicks. Again, same thing applies here. Trae Young points we're going to go with because the points are really the play I'm in love with. It has been a little all over the place, but again, I am no fear today in the matchup versus the Knicks, so this is definitely a viable play if you would like it, but I am going to throw you guys 3 other plays besides Trae Young. So, again, you can use Trae, but let's hop into the first half. I have 2 first half plays that I'm interested in, one a little more than the other. So here's the first one that I love. With Ben Simmons being ruled out until Friday, Joe Harris is stepping up and picking up some big usage jumps. So if we're looking at Joe's first half points, he only needs 6 points. This man is a 3-point specialist. His last 4 games with no Simmons, he has absolutely been mashing. And 2 of those matchups, being Toronto and Boston, were not easy matchups, and he got 14 and 11 in those matchups. If we take a look at, just to show it what we're looking at, if we look at Joe Harris's 3-pointers for the full game, so he's hitting between 2 and 5 threes per game over the last 4, 3 and 5 over the last 3. So that full game is getting you 9 points alone based on 3-pointers. That basically will cover it, and a majority of his points are coming in the first half, as you can see based off of the overall. So if we look at Harris's full game log, at, oh, of course, there it is, 11.5 points. He's had 17, 14, 17, 13. Okay, 17, 14, 17, 13. Let's look at first half now. So for first half, we have 9, 11, 14, and 11. So literally 80% of the points are being scored in the first half. So go ahead, lock in Joe Harris as play number 1, first half, over 5.5 points. Next, we're going to be taking a look at Clint Capella's first half points. This one, I don't love quite as much, but it's still a great spot. 5 out of 5 over the last 5 with totals of 9, 7, 16, 8, and 8. Definitely has some harder matchups and 1 or 2 easier matchups in Sacramento and Orlando. But let's take a look at Capella on the books. And I know he is not overly juiced. This is a little bit of my concern. There is not a ton of juice to the over, but he definitely is a favorite to the over at 11.5 points, minus 117 to the over, minus 113 to the under. So the line isn't really great, but the hit rate is great. The hit rate is great. And if we look at Capella's game log, let's take a look at how many shots per game he is putting up. So 10, 10, 10, 9, 10 over the last 5. He's putting up 10 shots a game. This man needs to hit 3 shots in the first half, assuming he doesn't get to the line, which he doesn't very often, with 0, 4, 2, 4, and 1 free throws. So I also do like Capella's rebounds today. It is at 11.5 on the books. They have bumped it to 12 so graciously on Prizepicks at a minus 148 to the over, plus 111 to the under. If we look at Capella's boards, he has come in over the last 5 with 16, 11, 12, 16, 14. And then before that, with notable mention, the games of 19 and 20 back-to-back. So Capella's rebounds have been a sure thing all year long. I loved it at 11.5. At 12, I don't like the line nearly as much, but the value is still there with the line. So again, you have Capella's rebounds full game or Capella's first half 5.5 points. Both are just leans at this point. Neither of those I feel good enough to say are official, but I did want to at least put them in your direction so you can research them further. Next, let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo and his points today. Let's get back to the full game. So Giannis at 30.5 points has been pretty damn consistent with a 1 game hooking short in the last 5. If we take a look at Giannis on the books today, we will have some insane juice. Minus 165 to the over, plus 124 to the under. That one is pretty set in stone that he is set to have a huge game. So I'll go ahead and lock that in for play number 2. So we've got Joe Harris, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and last but not least, I'm going to leave you with 2 other options. You can take your pick between the 2, Paolo Banchero boards or Lauri Markkanen boards. Banchero comes in at a minus 144 at the 5.5. He has not really hit this a lot, but the books really feel that he's in a good spot. Let's take a look at his matchup per the sheet. Let's see what they list Banchero as. We might be looking at the Markkanen line as the one we want, to be honest. Let's take a look here. Okay, so Banchero small forward versus the Clips, and we're looking at rebounds. So small forwards, rebounds to the Clips. Where you at, LAC? There we go. Okay, so they're middle of the road. 7.5 per game given up to the small forward. Given Banchero's minutes being in the 30 area, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 33, 27, 37, 35, 39. He's getting enough minutes to mathematically go over 5.5 If we look at the numbers on the books, like I said, he was minus 144 last time I checked. We will look again. So this is again with no Mo Bamba. That is an assumption at this point, I believe. Let me check FanDuel real quick and see if Mo Bamba is out for sure today. Okay, so Mo Bamba actually been ruled out for Wednesday's game against the Clippers. All right, ruled out. There we go, guys. This is why we research. All right, so this is the reason for Banchero's line being bumped to minus 144. It has not changed, and I definitely like it seeing we have a for sure news on no Mo Bamba. That's awesome. We normally would have to wait for hours to get news like that. So go ahead and lock that in, and because I'm so happy to see that, we're going to take a look at marking them for you guys too. So let's take a look at Laurie and his rebounds. He has been Mr. Consistent in the rebounds with 10, 9, 9, 13, and 6 over his last 5 in a matchup against the Warriors today. Let's take a peek at his lines. Scroll down, Laurie Markkinen. And Laurie coming in at a strong minus 141. So basically the identical line to Banchero, only at 7.5 boards and a much better hit rate. Let's take a look at the matchup for Laurie. So we've got this, I believe, the center. Let's double check that. All right, so nope, small forward. I was way off there. Position in the NBA today isn't what it used to be. We're a very positionless NBA right now where people are floating a lot. But, all right, we'll use small forward. So small forward rebounds versus the Golden State Warriors. It's a middle-of-the-road matchup. Again, giving up 7.1 on average. We need 8 out of Markkinen, so it's a little above average that we're going to need. But, again, he has been Mr. Consistent with totals, like I said, of 10, 9, 9, 13, and 6 against Portland. So, yeah, I think Banchero is probably the better play of the two when we're looking at those, considering no Mo Bamba today. But that is basically what I'm going to leave you guys with. These would probably be my 3 plays that I would leave you with the most assurance as of early on, at a little prior to noon. So yeah, that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. 0.5 first half points for Joe Harris, Giannis over 30.5 full game, and Banchero over 5.5 boards. And then over at Thrive again, we had just Trae Young over points and rebounds for now. Make sure to keep checking the board as they will continue to populate both. And one last word of advice on Prizepicks: if they do bring either of these props, make sure to smash them, as they will be the top props of today. Nick Claxton over 1.5 blocks and Harrison Barnes over 0.5 steals. Those are my 2 little secrets. Don't let the whole world know, otherwise Prizepicks will stop giving it to us, and it is free money. That being said, if you guys are tailing, I wish you the best of luck, and until the next one, guys, peace.